All right, happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Finish the Story, the #1 storytelling show in Marietta, Georgia.
I almost forgot.
I am your host, Keegan Ray. I am joined here by my co-host, producer, best friend, Mr. Trent Ludzak, the man behind the keyboards.
I do have a keyboard in front
How you
of
doing?
me. Good,
Doing
man.
good? And you already know when we're on this side of the table and we're sitting together, we got a motherfucking guest episode. I'm excited about our guest, man. We have returned podcast guest and friend of the show, Mr. Max Yoder. How you doing, bro?
Howdy.
It's good to see you.
You too.
How you been?
Good. Thanks for having me back. I feel like we've all been very busy.
I know. You're the first guest that has come back on that wasn't a live show. We
Yeah.
had Greg
Well,
came back
I'm
for the
honored.
live show. Yeah.
Every other return, because we had Jen Snyder was the one before that.
And it was a live show too. Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't think about that. That's
It's
crazy.
so literally, you're the third return guest.
Sweet.
The first one that is not returning on a live show.
Do I get like a certificate or anything? Or?
No, it's actually a degradation in your title.
Oh, okay. I've been watered down.
Yeah, it's like check your credit score. It went down.
I was gonna ask. Yeah, was I the third choice for this week or what?
No, man, you're the first choice. I wanted to get with you, man, and do a little pregnancy update, bro.
Yeah.
Check in on you.
What fun fact? The day that we did the last podcast, I don't know if you guys remember. That was the day I found out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
So if you look back on that one, that's a man that just found out he was having.
Oh, no.
Like I
dude.
shit you not, like 2 hours before I came in here.
Keeping the biggest secret ever. You're
Yeah.
just like,
Dang.
fuck.
Because it was the day after the Super Bowl.
Oh,
And we were just hungover as piss. And
Oh.
then we were on the way home, stopped by the store, and Ashley's like, "Should we get a test?" I was like, "Sure, whatever." She just comes out of the bathroom with the look. I was like, "Oh, all right."
at the Walgreens?
No, at home, like
okay,
after.
okay,
Like,
I have to go in the Walgreens. What kind
That's
of
why I was
Yeah.
like, that could have waited. It was that urgent?
no. But like pretty
what kind
soon
of family
after.
did you grow up in?
Oh, man.
But yeah, so then I immediately came here and hung out with you guys.
Wow.
Bro, how could you even pull that together?
That's what I'm thinking.
Because I'm a professional, man.
That would have been too much on my mind.
I got to go talk into microphones now and
Well-
not about this.
Yeah, that was the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking, but not about
That's
this.
that's the thing. Is like
That's all you want to talk about.
the knowledge isn't the crushing thing. The knowledge and not being able to talk about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of a blabbermouth, so that was tough.
I mean, you did a good job.
Yeah, I was about to say, you did
Yeah.
better than I did.
Well, there was definitely, I want to say, like once a week until it was like safe to tell the world.
Yeah.
I would like get drunk and like call a really good friend and be like,
Yeah.
Man,
"So guess what?" And dude, half the people would be like, "You having a kid?"
Yeah.
They just knew
Yeah.
somehow. Yeah.
Girls can tell.
Yeah.
Like when Christina showed up and she wasn't drinking and she wasn't smoking, like somebody go to pass her a joint, she's like, "Nah, I'm good." Every girl
Well,
was like,
That's what, because I think I saw you on New Year's Eve
Yeah.
with her, and I was like, "Oh, I guess she's not drinking right now," but
"Yeah,
New
we
Year's
did
Eve, weird. All right.
we did dry January,
Yeah.
which really helped for a while.
Which
But
helps
that
mask it,
only
yeah.
goes so far.
Yeah.
And then February 1st, everybody's like, "All right."
Well, that's what we went to.
I'm
we
not
went-
drinking in solidarity for Black History Month.
I have a dream of sober living.
Well, we went to a wedding. I want to say 2 weeks before we were in the like all clear, because I guess you're supposed to wait until I don't even remember. but
Yeah,
there's,
I
like,
don't know. It's a certain time.
There's a
though,
certain
that
time
you just don't want to.
which I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's whatever.
And it's
Um,
not my secret to tell. That's why I was,
for
I was
sure.
like,
But it was like
this is
we,
when you're ready.
we go to a wedding. She's there. It's all,
Mhm.
a lot of our closest friends. So the cat was pretty much out of the bag.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's an open bar, and you're not
Yeah.
even touching it.
yeah.
You've had 3
I know
helpings.
you've never once sat at an open bar and not gotten a drink. I know you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and it's like,
You know
you
they
know,
have
you're at a
wine,
wedding
yeah.
and it's, love's in the air. Everyone's in a good mood. She's like, fuck it. Guess what?
Oh,
Well, but we
yeah.
kept it kind of on the low because you don't want to like detract from
Yeah.
the, it's not your day, but certain people find
That you don't want to wear white. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent to wearing white to an engagement party. It's like doing the news. That's the worst. Or like proposing to somebody at a wedding. I think is very
people do
rude.
that?
People do that at the
Dude.
reception. I've seen that.
Ugh.
That is fucking heinous.
Yeah, that's
It's
fucked.
like, bro,
If
stop stomping on my day.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
if somebody you invite to your wedding does that, you have to fight that person out of your wedding now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they would
Like
just be
that dance
cut,
floor is gonna have some blood on
Now
it.
it's a circle.
Yeah, it's I mean, what? Well, I guess maybe they haven't. Well, they haven't been through once. They don't understand. It's like you know,
Some people-
you know how expensive this shit is.
Yeah.
like and
I
you're-
think some people just have no awareness of like social cues.
Yeah.
That, or maybe I could see them maybe think, because no one does shit like that thinking they're being lame.
Damn, are you trashing the autistic subtly right now?
No, but I mean that's I've definitely seen people that they don't think they're in the wrong at a wedding. Where
Yeah.
it's kind of like somebody heckling at a comedy show, and they legitimately are like, "I was trying to help the show,"
Oh, yeah.
helping.
and you're like, "But you're not."
But I could see
I
someone.
was just
No, I
ragging
think-
the groom. You're like, bro, you fucking told an inappropriate sex story as your best man
Those-
speech.
oof.
We have on multiple occasions at weddings I've worked. I have seen a wedding planner have to take the microphone away from a groomsman and be like, "Okay."
I mean,
you're
if
fucking
the
done."
mic's getting taken from somebody at a wedding, it's gonna be a groomsman.
Yeah, that or a bridesmaid that's crying. That
Or
just starts, like,
father of the
bawling.
bride. Father
Father of the
can go off
bride's a
the
good
rails.
one too. Mother of the bride is sometimes a. It's not the bride that's a bridezilla. It's the mother of the bride.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, what
Tiger
stake
moms.
do you have in this?
Tiger mom.
This isn't even your day. Like,
well,
shut
she's.
the fuck up,
Maybe they're trying to suck the life out of him.
Yeah.
dude.
Well, it's like people trying to live through their children.
Right.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's like you had your shot. Stop it.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
You
it.
did your wedding in a trailer. That's on you.
Yeah, you did it in a backyard in July like an idiot.
Which,
Like,
hey, I mean, if it was cheap, hell yeah, that's probably awesome.
dude, that's another thing. Doing the baby shower, I got a little taste of trying to put something together. It made me not want to do a wedding.
Yeah, I mean that's like for ours. Like I'm just doing it at my parents' house.
Yeah.
We're gonna get barbecue.
Something
Easy.
small.
Yeah.
Because my family is so big. It's like even if we tried to do, I mean, my family alone is like 65 people.
Yeah,
like
fuck.
70 people. It's like, so even if you're doing this
It's
smallest, imagine, and her
it's a big
family's
event.
no smaller.
Yeah, it's the way I looked at the wedding.
My
was
family
like,
does that too. It's just some cousins aren't getting invited.
Yeah, and that's
It's
cool.
like if you're a
Yeah.
cousin that we don't see that often.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you ask to come, we'll probably let you come. But like,
Well, a good barometer that a friend of mine gave me because of skating and shit. I have a bajillion friends who I'm close with.
Yeah.
But my one buddy was like, "Look, man, if they're not friends with your wife, don't invite them."
True.
And I was like, "Oh, that's actually a pretty good." He's like, "If they're friends with her too, they should be there. But if they're
Uh-huh.
not, it's like,
Yeah, that's a good metric.
yeah,
Are y'all, dude, I also think this is bizarre. I did an event the other day. They did assigned seating
at the wedding."
at like a baby shower.
Oh, that's weird. At a
Yeah.
wedding makes sense, but at a baby
Does
shower,
it?
kinda, just because.
I think that that infers what? That there's a problem in the family? That
No.
you have some, that you have
Wait,
some problems?
there
where
was
you're like-
assigned seating at the baby shower.
That's weird.
Yeah, we
at a
did
baby
one.
shower.
Yeah.
That's
At a wedding, though, it's just because it is such a big to do, and like,
Yeah.
all right, everyone go figure out your seats. It's almost like,
I don't want to put up with this bullshit.
yeah, you take a lot of pressure off everyone else.
No,
Who are
I
we gonna
do
sit with? Who are we
understand,
gonna, you
like
know.
baby tables and stuff, and having that, you got to separate that out.
Yeah.
But at the wedding, it's kind
You
of
have
fun.
to
You like,
segregate the kids.
oh, who would be fun to sit together and
Okay, I could see that being
You kind of
fun.
play friendship matchmaker in a way.
Yeah, you hate it if you get stuck at a lame table.
That is always the scariest.
That's happened to me
Yeah.
one time.
I end up
Was
at
at a
cool
cousin's
ones, yeah.
wedding, and I got stuck at the fucking lame table, and I didn't even have a +1.
I'm always at the lame table.
It could definitely be a status thing. I feel.
Dude.
I start talking about Dune and shit. Everybody
Oh,
knows that.
You're the fucking worst, dude. You're like, this book I'm reading, everybody's like, fuck.
I'm like reading it at the table.
Well, that's what, especially at like skater weddings, you look over and you're like, oh, there's all the guys that have been on the cover of Thrasher. They're conveniently at one table. There's, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's way too high stakes for the cool kids. You know what seemed like a nightmare to me at the wedding was how when you at the end when you have to walk from table to table as the bride and groom and like
Yeah,
talk to
it's-
everybody.
The whole way I went
That's
into
why
the
you want a
wedding
small
is
wedding.
Yeah,
small
I saw
wedding,
my
but
buddy do it was like, no, thank you.
but the whole thing is it ain't about you. I mean, obviously I loved my wedding. It was awesome, but wedding's kind of like walking a graduation. You know what I mean? It's like you could do it like
Yeah.
it's not about you. It's
yeah,
about
yeah,
this is for your
obviously.
family. It's for
Uh-huh.
your lady.
Yeah.
You know, do this.
Yeah.
Have fun. I mean, you get fucking drunk and do all that. It's rad, but it's like the after party's the real fun.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we get this to the food and the after party?
Yeah. Well, just the after, like we went to Elmire after our wedding,
Ooh.
which was fun.
Nice.
Just got obliterated.
Yeah. Weddings, I don't like any kind of ceremony.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I mean,
I hate graduations.
I like weddings. I mean, I loved my wedding, but yeah. I mean, other than that, I could give a fuck. Awards are weird. they're
I
kind of
mean,
so.
have
Yeah.
you
I
ever
mean, I
been
like-
to a
I like
ceremony
going to
where you were
weddings.
like, nice, outside of a wedding that you planned, but that's like a show that you produce. Like
Right.
you're,
There's certain like the other
Being
like
in weddings is not as fun. I like to attend
Yeah.
the wedding.
a couple months ago they like had a ceremony to rename the skate park to name it after our friend that passed away.
Oh,
That was
okay.
cool.
Well, that
Yeah, there's
cool.
times where ceremonies are
Do you
cool.
dance at weddings? Are you a
Yeah,
dance?
fuck
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, just like some of this,
That's a Macarena.
some Macarena.
Yeah, you got to bust that out. I love when a wedding has a live band. That always rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That takes it to the next level.
Yeah,
Having
Yeah.
a live band always helps.
I usually end up with blisters at weddings because we end up cutting a rug.
Yeah.
Well, when your shoes look cool,
oh
they
yeah,
hurt.
those.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy had cameras set up at his wedding because they were going to get like live action photos of people dancing.
How'd that turn out?
Bro, he showed me a 2-minute clip of the video. I was like, destroy the footage. Like, it was so embarrassing, dude. Because you think in your mind you're killing it.
Oh, you're
And
the
I am
man,
here to
yeah.
tell you, you look horrific dancing at that wedding, dude. So sweaty, just like.
I don't
Melting.
I don't get involved.
I was doing this move like a chicken. I was like, doing, like
What's the sprinkler?
it was horrific. I was like, oh my
Dude,
god.
that just reminded. I don't know. I might have told this last time. I don't think I did. I think we would have remembered. But there was a wedding, and I'm from Ohio, big family up there, and one of my cousins got married, and I was probably 8 or 9. There was a bunch of us that are around the same age, so perfect age to do bad stuff.
Yeah.
That's Dennis the Menace.
And they put little disposable cameras on all the tables at their
Oh,
That's
reception.
going right in
no.
your pants.
So we took everyone's cameras and we're going around and taking pictures of people like taking shits and
Oh,
just like
yeah.
Whoa.
flicking off the
Yeah.
cameras and just all that stuff. And I don't think it was as much the content, but it was more like we wasted
All the
Yeah.
pictures.
so much money that now that I know how
Disposable
much weddings
cameras weren't
cost.
cheap back in the day.
And so that was probably 97, 96.
yeah.
Fast forward 10 years later, another cousin's getting married. I go home to Ohio. I'm sitting at a table. I get sat with all my favorite cousins that are like my homies. We're all having a good time. And we look around and we see everyone's walking around. Come to realize they fucking remembered. And all of us that did the bad shit with the cameras and then sat us all together and didn't give us one.
What?
That's
Yeah.
How many
awesome.
years later was
It was
this?
like 10 years or something.
That's
I was like, that's
wild.
pretty fucking hilarious. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Respect. I think I maybe did a couple middle
fool me
fingers
once,
just
you
out of
know?
spite.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I couldn't believe it. Just as we
People never change.
as we realized it, we were like, those motherfuckers.
That's so funny that you're looking around. You're like,
It would have been
where's everybody getting these cameras?
Yeah, that's literally what we
it would have been a lot to ask, but it would have been funny if you had like the foresight to bring your own cameras
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
just throw them in the
I
bucket.
mean, come on, dude. If there's children at the wedding, that's on you to have
Yeah.
those not better
Yeah.
secured. Like,
It wasn't the end of the world, but
No.
some people were pretty pissed.
I mean, as soon as you get that camera, you're putting it right down your pants.
Yeah.
That's like, that's a given.
It's the funniest thing to do.
Yeah,
and
your
then
little-
And here's
some
the thing.
Your
fucking
little
creep
7-year-old
at a
penis.
Walgreens jerks off to it later.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Some guy at a 24 hours like, jackpot.
Yeah, I bet that's where all the pedophiles used to work, really.
Absolutely. Have to be. That was a creepy setup, dude. They were just in that little jerk box, that little jack box. They'd be back in 3 hours.
The lights are real low.
Is that what 1 Hour Photo was about? Or he was a
Yeah.
killer, wasn't he?
Wait, what?
That
1
movie,
hour-
1 Hour Photo?
Oh, I think he
Robin
was.
Williams.
Yeah, I think he was
a
just. I
killer.
mean, because think about it. You're going through people's photos. Like, you're definitely
Yeah.
getting to see a little sneak
But-
peek into their life.
But do they have like a code? Like, what's the doctors that have like the Hippocratic or what is it? The
no, dude, the
They
guy
don't
in the 1 hour photo did not
There's
take the
no code.
Hippocratic oath, dude. He's peeping your fucking photos, dude.
Nobody in a Walgreens is taking the Hippocratic oath.
Bro, that's why Polaroids. I had an uncle that told me, he's like, "Oh, you got a Polaroid camera?" He's like, "Let me tell
makes
you,
you a freak.
Polaroid cameras were that was the original nude."
Yeah,
he was like,
yeah.
girls would give you a
Oh, I
Polaroid
never thought about
because
that.
they didn't have to take it to get developed.
Yeah.
So he's like, you
Yeah.
could get a roll of Polaroids and get nasty.
Oh, yeah.
I
The,
never thought about that.
Yeah, it was the original dick
I just have
pic.
no shame, I guess.
the
Anytime I take-
grossest pictures ever taken were definitely on Polaroid.
Yeah,
All of
disgusting.
them. Every single one of them.
Imagine that, like waiting on that to develop, like waiting on your dick to develop on a Polaroid.
Well,
Yeah,
you haven't
and
done that?
Well, and you got to, like, keep it fluffed because in case this one didn't turn out, you got to be ready to take a follow-up.
Yeah,
right?
and I can't imagine a flash would make my penis look any better. I think it would make it look ghostly, dude.
Pale. Well, the
That
penis
thing
is
would be
usually
like
a little
Casper.
more. It's usually a little more tan for some reason.
Maybe the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you get but
That
you,
shaft is
you get a flash on.
yeah.
You know.
A flash. It takes
Yeah.
the soul out of your Peter. Dude.
Just bright lighting in general is brutal, man.
Dude,
terrible.
it'll look like you're holding a
It's like
giant
when you go
piece of
to the
bird
hospital.
Yeah.
So, dude, I had food poisoning and I was having full body cramps. And when I went to the MRI thing, the lady was like, "All right, get down into your underwear." And I had shit my pants in the waiting room, so I
Hell
had ditched
yeah.
the underwear. So I was just looking at this lady like, "Oh no!" And she was the most attractive woman, and I was just
Oh,
like,
shit.
I don't have any underwear." She was like, "Oh!" Like immediately looked at me like,
And do you have like a poopy butt still?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I cleaned up in the stall,
Okay,
but
okay.
dude, just
Respect.
seeing your bird before you go into an MRI machine is
no.
just the smallest your penis could be. Like,
Dude, I had to get
it's so sad.
an ultrasound on my ball sack in front of my mom when
No.
I was
Whoa.
like 13. That
At
sucked.
13,
Yeah, I had it's called like
Lady, you can leave for
Yeah,
this one.
you
You
can
don't
definitely-
need
yeah, I was out of my control.
Well, she's got to
Helicopter
make sure
mom.
that
Well, dude,
doctor's not going to.
It was right around the time when
that is true. I didn't even think
no, she was like a hot lady.
You're like,
It
I
was
don't know
cool.
why he inspected my
Oh,
ball
she was
sack in his
blowing him while
mouth.
he was doing it.
Yeah, no, it was like a pretty nurse
He had
lady.
to swish him around.
But it was when remember when Tom Green had ball cancer?
He did the whole thing
Yeah.
with his mouth.
It was literally as that was happening. It's this thing called like epididymitis or some shit. It's just like makes your sac swell up and you take antibiotics and it goes
That's
away.
scary though.
But it was when that was going on.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid, just like, no, fuck.
That's 8th grade. Waking
I
up.
didn't even
How
get to
swollen
use
are
it.
we talking?
I mean, like
one of
it-
them or your
yeah, it
whole
was
sack?
my left
Whoa.
nut. But I mean, the whole thing swells up.
Whoa,
Yeah.
like an orange?
Yeah, so then I had to go. They had to go do the jelly, do an ultrasound on it. It was fucking terrifying.
I can't
If
imagine.
your nuts are big enough to do an ultrasound on
Dude,
At 13 too.
I
it was
cannot
rough,
imagine
yeah.
the panic of waking up and my nut
with a giant nut,
being the size of an apple.
And we were out of town. We were like in Ohio visiting
does it hurt?
family.
Does
Yeah.
it hurt or is it?
Oh, it was
just
terrible.
Okay.
The whole
and
thing
it's
You're
just-
out of
hurt.
town.
Like everything. I had to wear a jock strap for like
So-
a month or something.
But like, so
Yeah.
you wake up and it hurts,
The
or
whole
you
thing
just
hurts.
wake up and it's giant.
Giant hurt. It was starting to hurt, and then I'm
Oh
like
my
Because
God.
if
watching
it, 'cause
Tom
if it
Green
didn't
go
hurt,
through nut cancer,
Yeah.
and just like
If it didn't hurt, it might be cool for a second. When you wake up, you're like, "Whoa, my nuts are huge."
That's alarming
No,
every
it just
time.
I think it hurt before they grew, and then
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
I remember
That's
being in the shower
so
at my cousin's house, being like, "Mom."
Yeah, that's so scary.
Is this when your balls drop?
No, well, it was funny though because then they like when they do the ultrasound, they put a little towel over the bird, so it's just your sack. So funny. I'm just sitting there, it's like this fucking sucks.
Wait, do they have like a specifically made thing for this?
what to
Like-
cover? No, it's literally just like a hand towel.
It's like the
Okay.
things they put on horses.
No, it's literally just like when you have to like hide it in your waistband or whatever.
Yeah.
You just go vertical, hand towel over,
Right.
and then the cold gel.
Yeah, because they
Then-
know you got no hang in this situation.
Nah, you're just 13, you know.
You're inverted.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Speaking of ultrasounds,
Dude, that's
On
crazy.
a couple other
I couldn't
things
imagine
inside
that,
of somebody.
though. Waking
Keegan,
up
how are
at
your
thir-
girls doing?
Yeah.
Waking up at 13 with a swollen nut, I would have fucking freaked.
it was terrible.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
really stressful.
Yeah, I would have panicked. I don't like hospitals at all. I have a hard time with it now. Like going into the appointments with Christina, they make me anxious.
I feel
man.
weirdly comfortable in them. I don't know.
I don't know. Makes me anxious.
I'm anxious. I'm anxious until we see the ultrasound and like his heart. He still has a heart. All right, awesome.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, you feel better every
No
time.
legs though.
Yeah. Well, we still haven't seen the. He still hasn't given us the like good profile shot. He's like this every time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was telling Trent last week, we have this Russian lady that does the ultrasounds, and we did the 3D model, but only
I know,
one
I
of
wanna
them.
see
Because
that.
the other one was like hiding,
Yeah.
right?
No
So
photo.
yeah, next time we go in, Christina's like, hey, I really was hoping that we could get baby B's face because we got baby A, but we didn't get baby B. And the lady just stops and she's like, they're twins.
they're gonna be
Like,
yeah.
they're identical. Like, what are you talking about?
Are we not going to the same place?
Kennestone?
Yeah.
Yeah, the blonde lady, Russian lady. Have you had her
I
yet?
had no Russian lady. But
Yeah, she rules.
third floor, you go over and
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
they
if
always have
she's with the-
HGTV on.
Yes, but I don't know. All right, we're going to a specialist.
That's any hospital.
But I was
I know,
going to
yeah.
say, I think she might be.
Oh,
the
you're probably
specialist.
going to the
Yeah.
We're just the good old
No,
fashioned.
we go to one. The specialist always has HGTV on, and then the other one always has the Food Channel. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, they're just getting these pregnant women in here.
So you're saying this Russian lady's the specialist for twins? Do you think that she has that like bit queued up? Do you think she
Probably.
does that for every couple?
Yeah.
Because at some point, I bet every lady is like, "Can I see the other one?"
They're just like, shut the
she
fuck
probably
up.
like, yeah. I never thought about that. She has
Yeah.
it queued up.
Yeah.
She's
I
probably.
Dude,
bet.
it is.
I
I mean,
bet she's got a notebook of
They,
bits.
they've done a good job of being sweet and making us comfortable, but it definitely is. I mean, they're seeing so many people. It's funny when she was trying to get the good imaging the other day. She's literally like, "Come on!" like hitting her in the belly with the ultrasound thing. I was like,
get a little rough with it.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
Like, hey.
but I'm not allowed to hit it.
yeah. hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny you said that. Yeah. They get a little. Do they kind of act weird with you being in there?
No.
Yeah. I felt uncomfortable when I first started going, but now I'm pretty comfortable in there. Like, just being in there.
I always get smiles like, "Oh, you're not a piece of shit. Glad you're here."
Yep.
Because actually, one of the ladies said something the other day. She was like, "Yeah, and this is about the point when the guys stop coming to the appointments." I was like, "No, I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
because
here."
you're over it.
Yeah.
I like going. I just like going and checking it out, seeing it. I always try to let the lady let me do the ultrasound. She hasn't.
Oh, I haven't got to do that yet.
I haven't either. I keep trying.
Ooh, I'm gonna-
Every time I try, she's like,
I'm gonna try
"No."
this time.
I'm like pretty confident you're not supposed to do that.
I'm like, who's in here? Like, it's just
would
me,
be
you, and
funny.
her.
It would be funny if they waited for both of you to have an appointment around the same time, and then they're like, "Can we get the fathers in the office?"
Yeah,
Well, that's
and
what-
they sat you both down. Like, you can't hold the ultrasound.
I think I've texted you before. Like, that would get me so hyped if we were both in there at the
I
same
know.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. We need to plan it. We
Which-
always go early.
Well-
We're early in the morning.
Can we do
This-
the same room?
Well, you know what's that made me think? Like, you know what I noticed is funny. We were talking about this the other day. So like, we're at Glover Park on 4th of July or whatever.
Yeah.
And Ashley's obviously sitting there miserable, not drinking
Yeah.
while we're all having a good time. And I see another pregnant lady walk by. I'm like, "Oh, Ashley, look." She's like, "Yeah, so?" I'm like, "Is there no, you guys don't like
Jeep people?
Yeah.
wave to each other?"
Yeah,
or
you
anything?"
don't
She's
honk
like,
at each
she's
other?
like,
They're not.
"No."
They're not bikers.
Well, they're not. So everyone loves to say if dudes could get pregnant, then you could
Yeah.
get an abortion at a vending machine, which is probably true.
Yeah. It
Also,
would be, it would be the
if we
grossest
could
machine.
get get pregnant, anytime you'd see another bro,
yeah.
you'd be like, "Oh, what up?"
Yeah, for sure. I see.
There would be some serious camaraderie.
There
in the
would be
girls'
like a
section.
specific.
That's so funny that she
Signal
was
for
like,
sure.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Bro, there'd be like a specific belly pat you'd do.
Absolutely. It'd be a
Yeah.
head nod
Yeah.
belly pat for sure.
And then we'd sit down and drink beer and talk about it.
Yeah.
Because if men could get pregnant, we wouldn't have the flaw in our bodies that stops us from drinking while pregnant.
Exactly. Since we are stronger. After
Yeah.
all.
Nobody would have stopped drinking. That would have
Yeah.
never. Nobody would have stopped drinking to see if it was better.
But
Just a society
but
of
it-
fetal
yeah.
But
alcohol
it
syndrome.
blew my mind. I was like, you guys don't. Like
Well, I think also, it's tough in the summer. This has been
No,
tough.
I know.
The summer is tough for him.
But I was like, not a nod, nothing. She
Yeah.
was like, no.
It's just like, fuck
No,
that.
women don't like each other.
Is
I
she?
think.
Yeah.
Dude, Christina is so hot. Like when we lay down to go to bed, it's like a fucking
yeah, we get-
heater. in
Last thing before bed, put the AC to 67.
Dude, I'm living in a walk-in freezer.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's the first time in my life I've actually had to walk around with a sweatshirt on. Like this is
Oh, yeah.
insanity, dude.
It's fucking cold out there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I get it though. I get it. I mean, she's raising some children. Hey, speaking of kids, you said that you got destroyed by a child at a skate park?
Not
Or
by a child.
In
I
front of a
destroyed
child?
myself.
I'm going to choose to believe that that's what it is.
Well, I don't know if he just smelled the dad on me or whatever, but this little kid was just like, "Can you teach me some tricks?" I was like, "Sure." And the kid, he's little. He's just riding around.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Can you ride down any of the ramps?"
By the way, he didn't smell the dad on you. If you were a man with the worst intentions, he still would have asked you, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he smelled the
I
dad
get-
on me,
kids-
a.k.a. Miller Lite.
He,
Yeah. Just
he-
sweating out 4th of July Miller Lights.
That kid, lucky guest.
But so I'm showing it's, you guys been to the Kennesaw skate park?
I've seen it.
There's like this little fucking kicker there. It's like this high.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, "Oh, I'll show him how to ride down this thing." And for anyone who's ever skated or tried to drop in on a ramp, the main thing people always do is they go and they hesitate and then they, slip backwards.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to stress to him, like, look, as soon as your foot goes on the board, you go down
Yeah.
and you lean forward and you take the ramp. He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I'll show you." And it's essentially flat ground, but I'm really trying to, sell it to
Yeah.
him that you gotta
And
lean
you
into it.
You went over the top.
Oh, I just completely hit the deck and then just front flipped onto the concrete on my back right in front of the kid. And he's like,
And he's like, "I'm going to go ask a different stranger." And then
No,
that kid
I-
was kidnapped later that day.
I tough guyed it and got up and the
Yeah.
kid did it, but fucking, it hurt.
That's so funny. How old is this kid?
He was probably 7 or 8 or
Oh,
something.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But then he did it. He did it once where I kind of helped him, and then he did
Yeah.
it again with no hands, and then he was cool. His dad was hyped.
Yeah,
I like teaching
was gonna
kids how to
say, his
skate.
dad
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah. But it was definitely the hardest slam I've taken in a while, and it was
God.
dropping in on a curb. It's pretty pathetic.
Man, hubris is a real bitch, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
You're like,
If
oh,
I-
I can do this. I've
Well, no,
done
I could
this."
totally do, but I was trying to really.
Well, yeah, you're like, I've done
illustrate.
this a lot of times. I
Yeah.
can go over the top. I could do anything. I could smoke a cigarette while I do this. I could make a pot of coffee.
Dude, one of
Yeah.
the hardest slams I ever had was
I can
that
lean way too
balance.
far forward, but you can't.
Have you ever done that balance board that's on the wheel? You know what I'm talking
the
about?
Indo board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That little
fuck around
balance
with
board
those
thing. Dude, I did that at a party in somebody's garage.
Whoosh out.
Completely, yeah.
Ooh.
Both
Yeah.
feet up in the air. Just
And
crunch.
we call that the Wilson.
Yeah. And when you slam like that in front of a bunch of people, it is so embarrassing. Every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
When you slam so hard that nobody laughs, everybody's worried.
Mm-hmm.
That's not.
Yeah, they go to help you up. Or they go, oh, you should probably sit back down.
Yeah.
No,
Don't.
I'm
don't
going to leave the area.
no,
I am-
don't stand up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe
Actually,
I'm
don't move your head if you can avoid it.
I'm pretty numb to it. I mean, in my world, when people slam hard, the reaction's normally like, fuck yeah! Not, yeah. It's
Ambulance.
well, no, it's just, I don't know. It's not even someone's trying something gnarly. So it's like, all right, you got the bad part out of the way. Let's fucking do it. Like,
Yeah, I was like the only person on this thing at a party and nobody else was on it. And I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah.
2 people before I did it was like, you should get off of that thing.
Yeah, if nobody else is, if it's like a thing where everybody's trying to do it drunk, that's
yeah,
fun.
that's one
Yeah.
thing.
It's,
But if you're just the one guy trying to,
Yeah.
it feels good to slam, though. I mean, I don't know.
that
It feels good to slam and not be injured.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you feel like, oh, I'm just pretty. You know,
I haven't slammed
sturdy.
in a long time.
It's good
but
for you.
that's also like saying it feels good to win Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be thrilling.
I think the last time I slammed was on a bicycle in Savannah, drunk riding a bike. I slammed.
Yeah, I'll feel like a pretty big bitch these days. I'll go skate for like an hour and I'll be like, I didn't even slam once. That makes me feel like I'm not trying.
I feel like I would just be so sore. Like at this point in my
Yeah.
life, I would be fucking wrecked.
Yeah, I was pretty sore.
I'd probably break pretty quick.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was working in the kitchen and my forearm was hurting from using tongs. I was
Yep.
like, dude, I am such a fucking bitch.
I'm having a problem with sitting too long lately.
Dude.
Well,
Does it bother you when you drive?
Yeah, that's
Ah.
a lot of the reason I think that it is, because I pretty regularly drive like 3+ hours a day,
yeah.
and then I come back
Sucks.
here and I sit down and I podcast.
Dude.
Well, you got to
And
be
then I-
careful. You guys
blood
seen?
clots.
Remember when that shit happened to Vince McMahon back in the day? You seen
No.
that clip? It's the you guys familiar with the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
It's the big where it's like 30 guys, everyone goes over
Uh-huh.
the top rope. Last guy in the ring goes to WrestleMania. Well, John Cena and Batista were in it, and they fucked up and both went over and hit at the exact same time. So there's no winner, and obviously
Yeah.
the plan they had is out the window. So Vince has been sitting there for 4 hours on the headset directing the whole show. He comes out to like fix it, but because he's been sitting for so long and he's on so much gear and he's so fucking jacked when he
Yeah.
goes to slide into the ring, tears both his quads.
Oh, I have seen
And he's
that.
just,
I have seen
he's just
that.
sitting in the
And
ring.
he's just sitting
like,
in the ring.
Yeah,
just-
yeah. I didn't realize that was what happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
From sitting forever and then immediately going up.
Well,
And also,
that's more of like a not stretch and then exerting
Yeah.
your muscles a lot.
but sitting can fuck
I'm
you
not
up.
exerting.
Well, sitting can still fuck you up.
No, I know.
I know. I was talking about
I
that
need
the
to
other
get
day.
more.
It's like
I need to get a standing desk out
how
there. So I
how
can
long
stand
did you
at work.
drive from Oklahoma? Like how long were you in the
Oh,
car?
that's like 13 hours, 13 and a half hours each way.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't do anything. You're just sitting. But driving is fucking beyond exhausting.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. It's that exhausting, and you're not really doing anything.
I mean, you're.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like you're
I mean,
not like
you're paying
running.
attention. Your brain is probably burning a lot more calories
Is that
than
true?
you think.
Do brains
Just-
burn calories?
I
They
mean,
have
they
to,
say
right?
chess players burn a lot more
Really?
calories than you think.
Hmm.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be something.
Is that why nerds are so skinny? Actually,
I
no.
see some fat
no,
nerds,
nerds
too.
are fat now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I see some fat nerds. You can't drink that much fucking Mountain Dew and not get a little gut on you.
Holy fuck!
6,000 calories in a day.
While playing in a tournament, they burn 6,000 calories in a single
That's
day.
nuts.
Damn.
I mean, I could see it because especially like it's weird, like working on sets and shit like that.
Mhm.
Lately, I've been doing more mentally challenging things than physically challenging things.
Yeah.
It'll blow my mind how exhausted I am at the end of the day.
How was the movie? How was working on the movie?
Exhausting as fuck. And then I was like double timing and doing another gig on the side at the same time. But yeah, we got it done though. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Should come out this winter.
Nice.
So how long are days when you're filming like that? Like, what is a day? Walk me through like a day.
So the first location we're shooting at was in Conyers. So driving from here, that's like an hour and some change. So say call time's 10. I'll wake up and try to leave the house by 8. Get me there anywhere between 9:30, 9:45. Hork down some breakfast, and then we work until 9 p.m.
Damn, that's
spend like an hour packing up, and then book it all the way back. And a lot of those days are overnights because, whenever you shoot a horror movie and it takes place at night, that means that everyone was a vampire. So in those cases, it'll be like get there at 6 or 7 p.m. and then drive home at 6 or 7 a.m.
So is this like low budget, high budget movie?
You'll see.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm technically not supposed to.
My bad. I'm asking you questions.
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
I can talk about making the movie. I'm not supposed to say what the movie is, or it's not like Batman or anything like that.
I mean, I really enjoyed the thing you did with Sting. I thought that was fucking dope.
Oh, thanks, man.
That thing you did with AEW. I think last time it was like right before you were working on that. I think.
Yeah, that played at his final match in March, which was
cool.
Fucking really cool. Sting's
what
the
is
man.
he like?
Dude, he's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah,
like
I would imagine.
I'll never forget the first time I worked with him. We picked him up from the hotel, and it's Sting, so of course you're like, Sting gets shotgun.
And then he teach you anything about tantra?
No,
not
dude.
that
We're
Sting.
talking about the wrestler.
The wrestler Sting.
There's a wrestler who stole a bad singer's name.
No, I think they came up with it at the same time.
Yeah, I was about to say,
and they both kind of like
Yeah.
respect, all good.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can find a photo of them from the 80s.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think they definitely.
You never heard of Sting?
No.
The
You're not-
wrestler? Yeah, dude. I grew up. on Sting.
I don't like. I never grew up on wrestling or anything. Like
Yeah, but
that,
he was.
So.
If you look, he was one of those dudes. He looked like the Crow. Like in
Yeah,
his
he
later
had the
run.
black and white.
Yeah, but no. So then like we pick him up, and obviously we're gonna have Sting shotgun.
Oh yeah,
that
this guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you definitely.
Yeah, as soon as
seen
you see him. But yeah, then he's like, I'm good in the back. I'm like, what the fuck? Sting's cool to sit in the back, and then it was just me and him in the back for like whatever. Yeah, he's awesome,
That's
and
rad.
it was really cool because that was his final match of his career, and he wrestled for almost 40 years.
Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah, so
I didn't
like,
realize it was that long.
yeah, so not only was he my childhood hero, he's like dudes our dad's age childhood heroes. So like his the final match was in Greensboro, North Carolina, sold out arena, and when we did the video, my whole goal was like I want to make all these old drunk fuckers cry. And sure enough, they played the video up on the Megatron, and looking around, all these dudes are fucking.
That's awesome, dude.
But it was amazing. I mean, Sting was like childhood hero and
Having a little Bud Light cry, dude.
yeah
At the arena.
Did he have the makeup on when he was sitting in the back with you?
in the car.
Yeah.
Well, that's what would be funny. So we'll pick him up from the airport. These things will always be so fucking fast. It's insane. Be like, all right, we have to shoot this promo that's going to air on Wednesday, and it's Sunday.
Jesus.
Land, get off the plane, go straight to the other airport, pick up Sting. And then there's been like one time where he's like, can we just get a hotel real quick? Pull into like a Motel 6. He goes in, does his face paint, back in the car, then to the location, shoot the fucking thing, and then take him to the airport, dump the footage, come straight home, edit, review, edit, and then it's on TV.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What a crazy turnaround. And I
Yeah.
can't believe he does his own makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 40 years later. That's awesome.
And
Well, nobody else is going to be as good as him at it. Imagine
Yeah.
how frustrating. Like, this takes me 2.5 minutes, and you're just sitting in a chair 5 minutes later, and you're like, come on, dummies.
Well,
pick it up.
That was the second time we got a hotel. I remember the first time we shot in the same desert location, and him and Darby were just doing it in the desert. We're like at a national park, and like I remember the park ranger pulls up, and he's just like, Sting? And he's like, yeah, what up? He's like, oh, he's like, Sting's like, are we good? He's like,
I would be the
he's like-
last person.
he's like, you guys do whatever you want.
Yeah, that would be the last person I thought I was going to see as a park ranger.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what?
Yeah.
Sting? The wrestlers out here?
Drop kick a caribou if you want to. I don't
Oh, yeah.
care.
But
That's
yeah, he's
awesome.
like, couldn't be more humble, couldn't be cooler. And that's what was crazy too, is when we were doing this video, it's like, you saw it, it's like him reflecting on his career or whatever. We kept asking him, like, do you want to see it? Like, sign off on this thing before? And he's like, I trust you guys. So he didn't even watch the thing until he was in the back about to make his entrance.
Whoa.
Oh, so he got like he wanted his
So he
first.
watched-
He wanted it to be
impression.
fresh.
Yeah, he wanted that real.
Yeah, and so he
Wow.
trusted us, and then I got
That's
to
cool.
I got to catch up with him afterwards, and he was like, "It's perfect." I was like,
That is cool that he
Yeah.
wanted that real reaction
Yeah.
to it. Wow,
"Yeah, he's the shit." Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, I grew up with Sting, dude.
yeah.
Well-
When I was a kid, it was like when you're a kid, you have your childhood heroes. It's like Luke Skywalker, Indiana Jones, Sting.
Yeah. The Indiana Jones was a big one in our house. My brother named our dog Indiana Jones. My dad was like, God damn it, dude.
I do. That is such a fun fact because it's such a full circle thing.
Yeah.
Because
That's what his
in the
name
last
is.
Indiana Jones, the whole thing is you find out that he took the name of his childhood dog.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
watch the
So his
yeah.
childhood dog's
It's
name
Indiana.
was
Yeah.
Indiana.
You find that
And
out in Last Crusade.
Yeah.
I didn't put that together. Dude, I think my brother might have, even at a young age.
It's a pretty fucking genius joke.
God
to be
damn,
Well, but
this
then there's
Blake's
the-
too smart.
But there's the
He's
big
dropping-
twist because remember his dad, Sean Connery, he only calls him Junior the whole movie because his
Yeah.
real name is Henry Junior.
Yeah.
And then finally he goes Indiana.
I mean,
Like, it's-
That might
Yeah.
be 24 years later, and my brother's dropping Easter eggs. And the name he gave our dog, dude.
That's pretty rad.
I'm uncovering the layers of it.
yeah,
He was too smart as a kid, way too smart.
your brother.
Yes, my mom was like trying to tell us about Santa, and he sat down in the living room. And he goes, "I've been thinking about it." He's like 5 years old. She's like, "What?" He's like, "I don't think Santa can get around the world that fast."
I've been crunching the numbers.
Yeah, he's like, and he goes, "And what about us? We don't have a chimney. You just let him in here?" She's like, "Well, no, we leave the door unlocked." He goes, "All night? Like, what are you
Damn.
talking about? Does anybody could come in here?" And then he was just asking so many questions. My mom finally was like, "Okay, he's not real. Like, Jesus, don't tell your brother."
Damn.
Ruining
That's what-
the fun.
See, we didn't do Santa,
Really?
so that's been a big
Did
point
you
of
do
discussion.
Yeah.
What
We
do you
never
mean?
did it.
They didn't believe in
I
it?
don't-
Like, why
not
didn't
like
you
I
do
don't
it?
think they thought there was anything evil or anything
Do you
about it. They were
remember
just
when
like,
you found out?
I just never did it.
I don't remember when I found out. I might have figured it out, I feel like.
Well, that's one thing. My parents were. They were like, "Hey, we don't do that, but don't be a dick at school
Yeah,
and go ruin
don't
it
be
for
that
every-"
kid.
Yeah, yeah.
I asked my mom because I had suspicions because my brother didn't believe in it. And so every time I was like, "Oh, Santa," Blake just wouldn't say anything. And I was kind of like, "What the fuck?"
What
So
is
I
that?
asked her, like, just hoping to God she was going to say, "Yeah, he's real." Like, lie to me. And
Yeah.
I asked, and she was like, "Nah, this is something we made up." I was like, "What?"
Crushed you.
Yeah, I was
See,
like, "Just lie." Like,
And
why
that's
would
where
you not
Ashley and
believe
I are
that?
in the middle of about to have to figure. Obviously, I'm sure I'm going to have to do Santa.
Keegan, you should tell one of them that Santa exists.
Yeah.
Pit them against each other.
Yeah.
I get it though. I mean, you should. I mean, I get it. It's fun,
One
but then
gets Santa, one gets Krampus.
but I think
We'll switch it every year.
I think maybe with my parents, it was just like, we bought
Yeah.
you guys this shit. We love you guys. This is what it's.
See, that's my conundrum.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not letting some fucking
some fat
fantasy
guy.
It is
being-
weird. Yeah.
some fat fantasy being that. No, I bought that.
Also,
Yeah, because I love you, and
Yeah.
that's what this is about.
also, as soon as the girls see me, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I know who Santa is."
yeah, and I don't need the girls sitting up in some stranger's lap. Like the
No.
whole thing's.
do they even
weird.
do that anymore?
Yeah.
They still sit in the lap, or they
Yeah.
like? I
Now
figured
they
they'd
do
put
it
them on
in
a stool
now
next
they
to
do
them.
it in private rooms. They don't do it like out in front of the
It's
line.
creepy. It's not
Wait,
good.
what?
They'll have like private rooms with like 8 Santas, and you wait in line, and then an elf takes you to one of the
No.
rooms.
No.
Yeah, fuck that.
no way.
Like a Santa lap
Also,
dance.
you know what they
Yeah.
No way. We're not doing a Santa peep show, dude.
no, that's
Over there looking like
In the
fucking
champagne room.
Hugh Hefner with my 2 girls
Once-
on his lap.
Once
Get
the
fuck
Santa
outta
station
here.
looks like the red light district, it's a big problem.
Dude, we're not picking Santas in a window. We're not window shopping Santa.
although it probably would be fun to be. No, that wouldn't even be fun to be Santa.
no,
Yeah, the guy who wants to be
Or maybe it
Santa
is,
is
I
a
don't know.
fucking creep.
No, I mean I've known some Santas.
I
They
mean, if
run
I
in
could
s-
make some
in
money-
my extended family, and they're good guys, and it is like a crew of Santas. But
But I'm saying, what
Keegan,
what
once
an
my hair
easy,
goes white, I might as
what a-
well do it because you do
if-
make money.
yeah.
If you were a creepy
do get
dude,
paid.
what better job would that be, though? You know
Yeah.
what I
yeah,
mean?
but I think there's kind of a vetting process, and like I said, I know that there's like a Santa crew that like if
What do you mean, like a gang?
Like
no,
a
just
car.
like unfortunately my little brother's girlfriend's dad passed away or whatever. He was he was a Santa.
Okay.
And so at his ceremony like a month ago, it was pretty rad. There was just a crew
That's
Wow.
of like 15 Santas, dude.
Imagine you just start bootlegging a Santa in your neighborhood, and these dudes show up.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like the mafia.
No,
They're like, hey,
It
you
probably
would need
is.
to get accepted by these
yeah,
guys.
you can't
Yeah.
Santa on our turf.
I think you got to figure out what bar they hang out at, and then just kind of start hanging out with them.
Yeah.
And like let it be like, hey man, you ever thought about being a Santa, making the big bucks? You know, taking up some territory. at
But
the mall?
I imagine if you're a piece of shit or a creep, the Santa Mafia probably
right.
Yeah, they're gonna fight
handles that. I'd hope. I'm sure. It's like anything. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I know
I
there's
mean-
some probably creepy dudes at some shady malls across America.
it's happened.
though. Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, in the 90s, I doubt there was any
Oh
vetting.
no.
Not at all.
And here's the thing: I would be a great mall Santa because I hate kids.
True.
So you'd be detached.
I would be, bro. I'd be powering through these little fuckers. You know.
Actually, that remember me on the movie I just worked on. There was a Santa character, and he said, he was like, "Oh, have you worn?" He said that to someone. Like, I guess maybe that's the term. Or if you're a Santa, like, have you worn
Oh,
the?
have you worn the
garb.
costume?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what so funny. Have you worn?
I mean,
Dude.
I would need to make a pretty good chunk of money if I was gonna. Like, I would need to make several $1,000s over the course of like December.
And you're always on. If you had that, like, as soon as
Yeah.
you're driving to the place, people are
Yeah.
going to be swerving in front of you,
Are you supposed to
waving,
tip
taking
Santa?
pictures.
I don't
to tip
think.
'em?
I don't think. I don't know.
You don't tip a Santa, I don't think.
Do you not? I don't know.
What does a Santa make?
I am curious because where's the money come in? 'Cause do you pay for the pictures?
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure
okay.
pay for the pictures. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, $15 to $30 an hour. That's not
Yeah,
what I'm
that's-
looking for.
Yeah.
That's
It's for the joy of the season.
I don't like kids $15 to $30 an hour. I like kids maybe
No, and you
maybe
know what?
100, 150
You are
bucks an hour.
absolutely. You're either gonna have the best immune system, or you're gonna die of the flu. Because when you have
true,
300
yeah.
children sit in your lap and cough in your face,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
you're really pushing your immune system. And you're old because you have white hair.
Yeah, I'm glad I never had to do that shit.
Dude, my nephew freaked. He freaked
When he found out
out
it was fake.
when we took him to Santa, he was not all about it.
Didn't like it.
Like, dude, he looked over like the picture is him looking at my brother like my brother betrayed him. He's looking at my brother like, why would you leave me with this man?
It's bizarre.
We have friends that go to Little 5 Points and go to Crumpus. So they have the dude with the horns.
Yeah.
So specifically the scary version.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's every picture is her daughter just losing her mind.
That's so
like
such a
to
dick
scare
move.
the kid.
Yeah, I mean, and
Are
they're
they a
laughing.
spooky
and
family?
yeah, like they're
I mean,
laughing.
once you
and
do
the
it the
child
second
is
time,
horrific.
now it's to scare.
I'm
the
trying
kid.
really hard to curb the spookiness.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ashley loves all that shit, but like, and I do too. But we've been getting books lately, and like, all of them were like Halloween,
Yeah.
spooky, and I was like, Ashley, can we get like a book about fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's get-
Doesn't all need to be spooky.
How
Yeah.
about summer?
yeah. I get it. I mean, she loves that shit, and the kid's
Yeah.
born in October, so it's like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be a spooky one anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, but you never know. Like my nephew gets spooked out, bro. Like he'll something
Yeah,
will
I
come
don't
on
know.
the movies and he does not like spook, and he'll look at you and go, "I don't do spooky."
I got him a little glow in the dark skeleton onesie
Oh,
yesterday.
that's awesome.
That's,
Yeah, the baby clothes rule.
that's
Yeah.
not even spooky. That's just cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cute and badass.
Yeah, the baby clothes rule.
It is weird looking at that stuff now.
It's crazy. That's when it's getting real.
They're
When
like
you're
this
folding. Yeah, the little socks.
Yeah,
I like the shoes. I can't wait to get shoes.
But from what I've heard, don't waste your money.
People say that, but bro,
I mean, you do
we
whatever
might
you
be
want.
flexing on some people at the playground.
Well, no, when they're toddlers, but when they're nuggets, it's like they're
that's
just
what
in-
I'm saying.
They're
When they're
just in
toddlers and they're
socks.
running
Yeah.
around, yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
might
yeah.
be flexing.
Yeah, get them
We
some.
might have to get.
Vans has really good little
Really?
kids. Yeah, you can get little checkerboard slip-ons.
Oh,
and-
that's awesome.
And old schools and shit.
I think
yeah.
slip-ons will probably be the way to go.
Yeah.
I heard magnet clothes are good.
Magnet clothes.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
I mean, I just
it
want
has
to get
like
those.
if it's like a
Yeah.
shirt, it has like little magnets instead of buttons. My buddy's
Hmm.
like, especially because I'm gonna have two. He's like, you might need a little
Yeah, when they.
I'm
shit
just going to
themselves.
start wearing magnet clothes. I think
dude.
You could pull it off.
it sounds like a good move. Like, get magnets on here. I could do it
Dude,
kinda
it's just
sick.
that's dangerous because if you catch like,
like a door.
yeah, dude, you're just completely
Oh yeah.
just
Or like you're leaving a subway and the door shuts.
you're like, my romper.
Your shirt gets ripped off.
Magnets. I need to listen to that. We were talking
You
about ICP
stand too
earlier.
close to the street and a car passes.
You get fucked. Or could that be bad for you, just having magnets on you constantly?
Nah, dude, magnets are great for you.
Are
Yeah,
they?
don't they have those bracelets?
I don't know.
That they turned out to be
Keegan.
shams, dude.
I mean, I obviously always
Yeah.
thought that was a sham, but that was something like
Power
somebody's
balance.
Uncle, yeah,
Yeah,
somebody's uncle would
Yeah.
have that on, the magnet bracelet.
That feels
Yeah.
more like something that you would know about, Keegan, just based on somebody. I sent Keegan a video on Instagram a couple weeks ago where a guy was saying the reason that you never see a giant bell that's not cracked, they're all like historical artifacts, is because they're healing devices where if you stand in the middle of it and then ring it, it resonates with a frequency that can heal your body
Of
and
the
soul.
cracked ones
I sent
specifically?
I
that-
don't know.
Well, he said that they're cracked to hide that knowledge
Yeah,
so that they don't
Could
work.
be.
But a modern day bell doesn't have that.
Well, when's the last time you saw a modern day bell that was big enough?
They have. They're out there.
I know. I'm not saying it's a good theory.
Mm.
What I'm saying is I sent it to Keegan and he didn't laugh at it. He was like, like I sent it to
maybe.
him as like,
I was like, all right.
I sent him.
Makes sense.
I sent it to him like this is so stupid. I can't believe that this is popping up in my Instagram algorithm. And he responded with something like, I have been feeling better since I got that hand pan.
Yeah, I did. I said the handpan does chill me out.
Oh, that thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's chilling you out because you're
Because you're doing
the
it,
sounds and the
I mean,
breathing.
they
You're
say
doing
the
something.
frequencies help. I don't know. I've seen sound therapy where like they'll
Yeah.
do like gongs and shit, and you'll sit in the middle of it.
I'd be
At
open to that.
music
God,
festivals.
what the fuck are we gonna teach our kids?
I
Everything's
have
gonna
no
be so
fucking clue. I don't know, dude. I went to a 4th of July party and everybody was like, "It's the season finale of America. We're all fucked. The world's coming to an end. Hey, congratulations!" Just like, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
I don't even care about that shit. I'm just thinking more about, I don't know,
Yeah, like
Santa Claus, the
I
moon
don't know
landing. What do we
math.
tell them about?
Dude, moon landing, I don't know. Because you don't want them to be a menace in elementary school. You
Yeah.
don't want them to be like the
you.
kid
But do you?
that's like allegedly. They're
It
like,
seems
"Well, we
I know,
landed on
yeah.
the moon, allegedly.
Yeah, it could be funny.
My
Could
dad said the pictures are faked.
be. No, we gotta be. Yeah, and then with schools and shit, God, I'm
Yeah.
scared.
And actually, my dad said that if the moon landing was real, then who filmed when they took off?
You know what? My dad's kind of like that, and I think I turned out okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not telling them the truth, for sure. You will
You
get in
can't.
trouble. I had a buddy that got pulled over in college, and like the cop walks up, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Good." He's like, "You been smoking or drinking today?" And my buddy was like, "Yeah, I just smoked the bowl." And the cop just stared at him and was like, "Why would you tell me that? Like, why would you?"
Yeah, play dumb, buddy.
He just looked down and he goes, "You're on. I
Yeah.
can't."
The cop's like, I know. That's why I asked you, but you're not supposed to tell me you
He
did.
just looked at him like, "You're going to jail now. Like,
Yeah.
I can't not."
It's called benefit of the doubt. We're playing a game.
And he was like, "Are you for real?" He's like, "Yes." Like, I'm so.
Why would I lie to you,
Yeah, you
officer?
just admitted to it. And you have weed on the front of your shirt. Like, yeah, you're going to jail.
Yeah, honesty is the best policy usually, but I guess not.
Unless you're
I don't
talking to
know.
cops. It's one,
Yeah.
one of the few
They will
times.
use it against you.
Yeah.
I would say that one of the few times that honesty is the worst policy is when speaking to really any government official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know somebody that
You
got in
should tell-
trouble for texting
I'm going to
and
tell
driving.
the census worker the next time they come that 69 people live here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to make up names for all of them.
Yeah, you just filibuster them.
Yeah.
Just start listing off the names.
Damn it! Now I'm even scared talking about this stuff. I'm like,
What?
damn. I don't know.
What stuff?
I was gonna make a joke about my taxes, but I'm not gonna do
Oh.
that.
No, don't do
on
that.
public airwaves.
Jokes on taxes are not cool. Those aren't cool jokes.
I do my taxes.
Yeah,
Of course,
me
you
too.
got to do
Yeah.
your taxes.
Absolutely. That's part
But
of the
that's
thing.
that's why it's off limits for jokes, right?
Yeah.
Because we all do our taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, how else is Ukraine going to get $60 billion if I don't do my taxes? You know, like, how the fuck else is Netanyahu going to facilitate?
Imagine
Alright.
if they taught you how to do them in school.
This is starting to get sad.
What?
I
Oh,
know.
taxes in Ukraine.
It's crazy how taxes really are like it's a whole job.
Yeah.
Like I'm just happy that I finally make enough that I can afford a tax guy.
Yeah.
Man, I did that shit. I'm better off doing it myself.
Really.
You should be able to go and have like an app and see where shit. Like you should be able to vote where you want your money to go. Like there should be able a way. You should be able to do it just like it should be easy as fuck on your phone. You should be able to do your taxes with an app.
Keegan, how are we gonna fund all these wars then?
Yeah,
bro. That's what it's really about.
If they're like, and then what? Yeah, how are we gonna make all these weapons?
Somebody's got to guard these poppy fields, Keegan.
Yeah.
I just thankfully I have a good friend that taught me how to do taxes. So
yeah, Christina's really good with it. Thank God.
Just keep track of everything. Type it in.
Yeah. I
Track
think
your miles. That's a big one.
I also don't think I've ever made enough money where it matters because I'm so poor. I don't think it you know what I mean? I'm not in like a considerable.
Yeah, it's fine.
If I started making a bunch of money, I would just become a preacher. Just,
Wait, you just get a huge tax break?
You start fucking kids.
They don't pay taxes.
Damn, it's getting real
Jesus
dark.
Christ. That's a priest, first off.
Hey, you got to swing, buddy.
I'm not Catholic.
You want to hit the home run, you got to swing.
Dude, okay, that's sorry to get back on the dad thing, but I have noticed a change. Like you saying that to me, I know you're joking.
Yes.
Wasn't funny.
It's pretty funny.
But no, there's a I was listening to some
no,
podcast.
Deep down, it's not funny to you anymore.
They started talking about kids dying or something. I immediately was like, I don't want to listen to this anymore. I was like, oh.
I know. I put on House of the Dragon for Christina because she'd never seen it, and I forgot the first episode. The lady dies in childbirth. So as it was coming up, and I remembered that part, I was like, actually, let's just turn this off. She was like, no, wait, I wanted to see. I was like, no, it's not good. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, let's not.
It is funny. Yeah, well,
that.
even like I love our pets. They're awesome. Love them.
Right.
I would be devastated if they died. But I thought about it the other day. Didn't make me as upset as it used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's bigger fish to fry now.
I mean, I look at Banjo, and I love Banjo, my cat, but I'm like, bro, if you bite one of
you're
these
toast.
babies,
you're gonna
outside.
kill Banjo.
Yeah, you're outside.
Is he pretty? Would you think he's going to go out?
There's
ways
so.
you can introduce him.
Based on Keegan showing up here with like what appear to be cutter scars pretty consistently, I'm gonna say Banjo is not a nice cat.
Well, my buddy came over with his kid, and he's got a 1.5-year-old, and we were like kind of worried because we were like, oh shit, like Banjo's never really been around a kid. So we were watching the kid and Banjo, and then all of a sudden his girl just grabs Banjo's face, and he just rolled over and started playing with her, never put his
the
claws
baby
out.
did.
Yeah, the
Holy
baby got
shit.
right in his face, like face to face with him, nose to nose.
And everyone just
we were like, everyone's like, she's like, is he good with babies? I was like, I don't know. This is the first one.
Damn, well, that's
That
a good
is
sign.
that is good to pilot test it with somebody
Yeah.
else's
Yeah.
baby. You know,
Someone else's kid.
keep the stakes low.
Dude, but he didn't put his claws out. It was like he knew it was a kid.
I heard Ashley was telling me something that if you take like whatever you're gonna have the kid come home in, its clothes and socks or whatever, kind of actually let the cats play with it and almost kind of get their scent on it, so that when then the baby comes home, it's I don't know if that's bullshit or not, but it makes sense.
Have you been like looking stuff up? You watching videos? You reading books?
Oh yeah, we got a class. It's a
Oh, you go to a physical class?
No, we bought one online, and it's like it's a lot. It's like 8 or 9 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is it like different chapters or what is it?
It's everything. Yeah.
What are you learning so far? They tell you how to.
Well, mainly the main stuff I'm paying attention to is like what to do on the day, like what to say.
Are y'all
what
doing
not to say.
C-section? Or y'all doing natural?
The goal would be just all natural, but so you got to learn, how to fight for your rights in the birthing room and all that kind of shit.
What
but
do you
it's
mean? Fight for your right.
well, because they're trying to get you in and out. This shit's a fucking show. It's a conveyor belt. So it's like if you don't say anything, they'll just be like, "Oh, induce, okay, cool. Oh, epidural, cool. Oh, she's not pushing, cool. Let's cut her open." That's how it can go, unless you're like, "Hey, hold up, can we do this or can we do that? Can we try these other options?" Like, and it's not that bad, but that can happen.
I know. My brother said that after his son came, they took this kid away to like go get weighed and stuff. My dad came in and was like, Where's Robert? And he's like, I don't know. My dad was like, what do you mean? Like, you have to stay with the kid.
Yeah,
and Blake was like, oh shit, my bad.
And they're not trying to be dicks necessarily, but it's a normal thing. They do it 10 times a day, so they're trying to meet their quotas and get in and out of there. So they'll work with you. You just have to know basically what you can and can't stand up for. That's the main shit I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
Man, Max is gonna fight a doctor.
I mean, I will. I mean, I hope I don't have to, but
I would too.
But it is fun. I feel bad because Ashley's down to sit there and watch it for like 4 hours. And I had to be like, dude,
yeah,
I love you, but after like an hour, I'm not paying attention anymore. It's all gonna float away. So
Yeah.
instead of doing huge chunks at a time, we're just
we have some little online class, and they have different like things. It'll be like, this is how you swaddle, this is how you change a diaper.
Yeah.
It's I'm more worried about the logistics of having 2 children like with feeding. So I'm gonna have to. Well, it's like you got to put one down and hold the other one and do a bottle. So I came up with the idea because I was like, if I start setting them down and they're identical, I'm gonna probably mix up which one I just fed.
Oh.
So whichever one is getting fed is getting a white milk bow.
Yeah.
I'm putting a little milk bow on their head.
Or you could do like what's the on the dishwasher you put dirty clean, fed, unfed.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
like that.
Well, but that's also why my older brothers are twins.
Yeah.
I forget who's who, but one's red, one's blue.
Okay.
That's why. Yeah, that's a pro tip right there. And you have twins, you assign a color to each of them.
And then you always dress them eat. But
Yeah.
We're gonna do
at a
fingernails
point that
and
becomes
toenails, I think.
becomes pretty restrictive at a point though.
Well, I mean, I'm saying when they're nuggets and you literally are like, wait,
Yeah,
which
when
one did
they're
I
tiny.
feed? Like, okay, green's been fed. Purple, your turn.
Yeah, that's good. We'll do it. I think we're
Well,
gonna
and
color code it with headbands.
And it's kind of a cool thing that my brothers have matching twin tattoos, and one has red in it, the other one has blue in it. It's like,
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. No, I don't think there's anything like. I think.
Did
It's,
they like having a language? A lot of people talk about twins like growing up having their own language. They
I mean,
have,
their
like,
music. I mean, you've
Yeah,
seen those
that's what
motherfuckers. They can.
Oh, dude, that's
They can
true.
improv and play off each other. Like, the telekinesis thing's real. It's
Whoa.
yeah.
Hopefully the girls are telekinesis in a jam band. That'd be dope.
They
dude.
could.
See,
Instead of being like a softball dad, I'm just like a roadie.
I-
would
That's the
fucking
dream.
rule,
I
dude.
still like the Minority Report DraftKings idea.
Yeah.
What is that?
We're talking about they're talking about just having them like in baby pools, like Minority Report, because they got the telekinesis. Set them up, do like a DraftKings, start gambling with 'em.
Future bets.
and then you get rich.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all for exploiting the children. I mean,
I mean, yeah.
they're expensive. You got
Bro, I
gotta.
just saw this thing
gotta get
where
your investment back.
they're fighting these influencers and saying that they have to give a certain percentage to the children if the kids are in like a certain amount of the videos.
Absolutely.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's
Definitely.
crazy to think that they weren't doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
It's sick. Have you been down like a child influencer? Christina will show me
No,
stuff
I
on
ref-
her
I
Instagram,
refuse- I
and I'm
refuse
just
to
like,
look at any of
that's
that
a
shit.
dark place.
Uh-uh.
People just pimping their
It's like
kids out.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Well, they're like,
At least you get slimed in Nickelodeon.
You're making some
You
assumptions
might-
about these videos.
yeah, you might have.
The green slime, dude. Not the.
You might have got to honk my bird if I would have got to be slimed. I might have made a deal, dude. I might have settled with the plea. Like, how long are you?
Yeah, I might have let you run a quick ultrasound
Yeah.
down there.
Who knows about the honking?
Yeah, but it is weird because it's like obviously you're proud of your kids, so you're gonna be like, check it out, he's alive. But then it's like you gotta draw the line.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got real dark on a podcast because I just watched that fucking Nickelodeon documentary, and I was on this podcast, and the lady was like, "So you're having twins? Have you thought about putting them in entertainment?" And it just like
Fuck no.
it hit me with the dark. I was just like, "Absolutely not."
Well, that's what my
They're
dad.
going to be scientists.
Well, that's what my dad always said because my dad's an artist, and being an
Yeah.
artist
Yeah.
is a tough, it's not the most lucrative
It's
thing.
stupid.
whatever.
It's the stupidest thing you could do.
But it rocks. And he always said, he's
It
like, man,
rules.
he's like, I hope you guys are just like lawyers and shit. And then my brothers are musicians. I fucking work on movies.
Yeah.
My little brother's got a straight job. He's killing it. Good for him.
Yeah.
Shout out Jackson.
Somebody has to.
Yeah.
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 He went to college.
It's kind of the same thing with like artists and restaurants. Like when you're in the restaurant industry, I think you look at your children like, don't fucking do it.
This. Yeah.
Don't
Keegan,
even do
this
it.
is going to sound rude, but I feel like a big contingent of the restaurant industry is failed artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of overlap in there. And
Yeah, a
the
little
rest
bit.
of it is artists who are still trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
'Cause it's
people that are
flexible.
running restaurants, like owning all
Yeah.
this stuff.
That's
It's
I mean
a tough
that's like
industry,
a different
dude.
game.
The restaurant industry is fucking
Yeah. Restaurants,
Tough.
coffee shops. I mean, basically anything where you can be flexible and kind of a piece of shit.
service industry.
Yeah. It's going to attract. That's what being an artist is.
Yep.
That's what being in bands is. You kind of. Yeah. Comes to territory.
Because I mean that is the only way that you can truly make money and have a flexible schedule.
Well, that's what Starbucks. I mean, that's what got me through all my skate years because I could.
Really?
Yeah. Because I could wake up at 5,
Okay.
go work at Starbucks till noon, and then go film all day, and then have health insurance. So it's like,
Whoa.
yeah. Because my parents always, they're like, dude, okay, if you want to fuck off and be a skater, cool. You have to have health insurance.
Yeah, and that trade.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's
Starbucks was great to work for.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking at too. I'm like, damn, I guess I'm gonna need health insurance if I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh fuck! All right, let's not bring that shit up.
See, I'm trying to piggyback into Christina's health insurance. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get married. I'm
Yeah.
like, what's up?
Yeah.
They don't do.
Like,
you
hey,
gotta do.
now I'm on your insurance and you have debt.
They don't do the domestic partnership shit at her work.
I don't know.
Even
Maybe.
even at Starbucks, like Ashley was on mine when we weren't married.
Really?
Hmm?
Most places, if you can prove that you're like actually together, they're like, fuck it.
Just bring the twins in one day.
Yeah,
that's
straight
what I
up.
was thinking,
Yeah.
dude. Hey, we're actually together, dude.
We're so together, it's uncomfortable.
Hey, I was dude, she showed me baby pictures the other day. I hadn't seen baby pictures yet, so I was starting to get nervous.
Baby pictures of who?
Of her, Christina.
Oh, you'd never seen them?
No,
I
I'd seen
guess-
like toddler, but I hadn't
Yeah.
seen babies. I was
Yeah.
like, she might be an ugly ass baby.
How you
like,
doing?
there's a reason she was really cute.
Okay,
she just
cool.
wouldn't show me the pictures. But the longer it went on, the more I was like, hold up.
Conehead?
This might be tough.
Yeah, like, why are you not showing me these?
Yeah.
Because I was a bad baby. Even then, they had to put me in the mittens because I was scratching my
yeah.
face.
I just had a full head of hair. Just
Really?
Out off the rip.
Dude, it looks insane.
Yeah, I was
When
like
a baby
10.
has
I was
a-
10 pounds with like my hair looks like yours. I'll show you the picture when we're done. Yeah,
10 pounds?
or like 2 ounces short of it or something.
Jesus Christ, that's a
Yeah.
big baby, dude.
I was overcooked. I was chilling. I had to
Yeah,
get out of there.
I get that. I know.
Yeah.
Christina
Just
asked me
having a good
today.
time in there.
Yeah,
Christina asked me today, do I want to cut the umbilical cord? I was like,
I'm down.
Only if I can use my teeth.
I was gonna say, you just pull out your own pocket knife. You don't want to cut it?
do it like opening a fucking
Appa-
Slim Jim.
Well, no. Well, you know that it stays on there.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you don't cut it like at the belly button. You cut it like, say out here, and then it kind of hangs out on there
It
for a little
stays
bit,
there,
and then
yeah.
it like dries out and falls off.
Wait, did you not know that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I did. I just never really thought about it.
So-
She asked me, and I was like, I don't want to take that responsibility if I'm freaking out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm in there panicking and I might be passing out currently, I don't need somebody like cut the umbilical cord.
Well,
Like,
I bet
leave me
what'll
alone.
happen is they'll
don't
do
need a job.
they'll do they'll do the first one, and then it'll be like,
Yeah.
give me that. fucking
Yeah.
thing. And then
And then I'll bite the second one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just Ozzy Osbourne it, dude.
God, I don't know if we're qualified for this shit.
But obviously you can't ask because they'll say no because they're lame doctors.
Yeah,
So you
they
gotta
don't like
take
that.
you got to take the scissors and act like you're gonna do it
I knew they were lame when I
like a
said that
pussy.
come at the same time joke and nobody laughed. I was like, no, that's a fucking fun. Like, stop, dude. The
Wait,
lady, I know, I didn't tell you. All right, so the lady, I was
Ours
like,
come at the same time.
I was like, oh, we're having twins? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, is that because we came at the same time? And dude,
Yeah.
I like went to go give a high five to Christina, shut down. The lady just looked at me and was like, dude.
That's
she gave
pretty
me
good,
the look
actually.
of like,
yeah.
do better. Like, she just looked at me
Like
like,
you need to develop your dad jokes, sir. You're still doing single man jokes.
yeah, you're going to be a father soon.
Dude, I know. I feel the dad stuff. Like, it
That's
just.
creeping. I'm doing a full mustache.
I'm wearing cargo shorts,
Yeah.
dude. I've never
Oh.
worn cargo shorts in my life.
We've talked about cargo shorts.
I love cargo shorts.
I'm down. They came in handy today at the grocery store.
It's good stuff.
We are
Yeah.
on record liking. We want to trade women. We want to
Yeah.
trade women a couple of pockets.
Wait,
'Cause
what?
women don't have pockets.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
we're
yeah.
like, we'll give
I
you
thought
a
you guys
cargo
saying
pocket.
you want to trade women. I was like, whoa, bro.
No, if I no.
That's a light. That's a
dude.
light trade on Keegan's end.
You want to borrow her?
She just comes over and starts bitching about the place. You're like,
Oh.
glad to trade.
Yeah, trade back.
Immediately comes over.
Yeah,
and
but
just
yeah, they're not
bitch.
allowed to have pockets. I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't understand. And she wears all my clothes now because none of her clothes fit.
Does
She's
she wear
so
the
pregnant.
I would say you suited up. She has like maternity pants. They have like
Yeah.
a thing.
The belly band is
Yeah.
awesome. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's about like a legitimate volleyball size. Like, she's gotten so big.
That's really small.
Yeah, that's
No, I'm talking about all of what. Basically, what I'm saying is like all of her like weight is just in her stomach.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how
she
Ashley
hasn't.
is, too,
So it's like you don't even realize she's pregnant until she turns around. You're like, God damn.
Well, that's why I was. Yeah, I was like, oh, you're killing it. Looks good. Yeah.
I know she was currently bitching when we saw y'all. She
Oh,
was-
did I ruin a moment
No,
right there?
no,
Oh,
she
okay.
was just bitching about her feet being swollen. It was just funny to watch her snap out of that. She's
Yeah.
like, God damn, it's hot. My
Then-
fucking feet is, hey.
Yeah, that was like the most domesticated thing ever. We're doing brunch with my in-laws and my wife, and I run into my other friend who has a pregnant. I was like,
Oh,
And we're going to the farmer's market.
yeah, we just left the farmers. We've come a long way,
Damn.
guys.
That was your in-laws?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You-
I caught a vibe that I had just hit my pin too many times to try to like initiate like any sort of conversation.
Oh no, I was perfect. That was all it needed to be.
I had to be short and sweet.
Good to see you.
Because sometimes you'll be like, oh, I need to talk because you're so high. You're like, I
Yeah.
need to say, and it's just you talking too much to people that are like,
Thankfully, I mean that's why these things.
sunglasses are big time.
You have no idea what's going on back here.
That changed everything.
Yeah.
Sunglasses changed everything. It is nice to be behind sunglasses when you're talking to people, when you're too high. So the same thing as tripping.
I
too.
don't wear sunglasses because
Really?
I'm sober.
You don't wear sunglasses ever?
I don't know. Yeah, I can't imagine you with. What kind would you wear?
I used to wear them,
Try these on.
but I just don't.
Bet you look cool.
I lose them too often or break them too often.
Yeah.
Or you
and
get
it's
cheap
just
pieces
like
of
not
shit like that.
worth- Yeah, no, I did that for years.
Yeah, you look pretty damn cool, Trent.
No, I know. I look dope as fuck always.
Yeah, dude. You might need to just
These
be a
are-
sunglasses
These
comic.
are so crooked.
Yeah, they're fucked.
My homie left a pair of sunglasses over.
Wait, how can you tell?
Yeah, they're right. Oh, they're right here.
Oh, I know. Somebody else left them at my house. I have
They're
another
so
pair.
dusty.
I-
These are what, Lil John's?
Yeah, and then
Do
my
these
other
ones
buddy
look
left
good?
them. Damn, I don't have mine.
Do
You know what
these look
changed my
sick?
life? Having prescription sunglasses. Because I always had to take the, just like if I wore sunglasses, I couldn't see. Because I couldn't wear
Oh yeah,
glasses.
Ashley's fucked. Luckily, my vision's pretty rocky.
She's got to just get prescription sunglasses. Change your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sunglasses are rad, dude.
Yeah,
Now
I
y'all
can-
make me wish I had them.
I can read all kinds of stuff.
It's crazy if I take my glasses off how stoned I look. Like, it's like, it does, like, I don't know. I
Well,
think the glasses make
yeah,
my
you look-
eyes look bigger, or when I have no, like, why? That's why I don't wear contacts. Because I
Oh,
look
yeah.
fucking like my eyes are
It
closed.
magnifies them.
Yeah.
Ashley fucked her vision up from being a goth kid.
What do you mean?
She had this haircut for like.
Whoa.
No,
So
that
her
fucked her.
Sorry, Ashley, I love you. Where's the camera? I love you.
Whoa.
She just tells people it's not the end of
I
the
didn't
world.
know
Oh,
you
dude,
could
that's
do that.
awesome.
Yeah, so her eyes are two very different.
Whoa,
yeah.
from my haircut. That's
you know, we all know the
wild.
cut.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking
I
about.
hate my
That's
parents.
Crazy. Yeah, nobody saw that coming.
It's pretty awesome.
Dude, that's not.
She's gonna fucking kill me.
Dude,
Sorry.
that's living the life. That's like I fucking earned this. Dude.
Yeah, that's how I say it. Rock and roll, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a lady who still texts Rower.
Yeah. No, she's got a nice grown lady mom haircut now. But when she was 17,
yeah,
she was rocking.
she definitely had on cat ears. For
Yeah.
sure.
No, she was just a little goth. No cat.
Well, they
ears.
do that now. They wear
Yeah,
the
this
cat
is
ears
classic.
now.
now.
This is classic,
Yeah.
like 2005
Classic
Yeah,
goth.
my bad,
Yeah,
my bad.
just black
It's
hair.
weird
and-
that like goth now is like intertwined with anime too. It's like very
Yeah.
strongly
Yeah.
intertwined together.
when we were kids, it was just you just hated everything.
Yeah,
Listen
Yeah.
to a lot of Corn.
and went
Yeah.
to Hot Topic.
Hot Topic,
yeah, yeah,
corn, cigarettes.
We were more Spencer's kids.
We went to
Yeah.
Spencer's yesterday. That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
We walked in, it
Spencer's was great.
smelled like a 7th grade fucking gym locker room, and we got out of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, the worst incense. Like, yeah.
Just stinky kids.
Yeah, Spencer's was cool though. When I was a kid, there was nothing better than that than getting a blacklight poster and smoking weed.
Just stuff that you don't know how to use yet.
Yeah,
A lot of sex toys in there.
yeah, stuff you didn't even realize was a sex toy until you go back in. You're like, Jesus Christ, dude, what was I doing in here?
You
I
think
was
you're
holding this thing when I was a kid. I was
no? You
like,
buy like this necklace is sweet. It's fucking anal beads.
I was 11 and I put 3 of those in my mouth.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's a. Oh, Spencer's. Where we at? What we do? We did it.
We're almost at an hour 10.
Perfect. What do you think? You have fun?
Yeah, I love hanging out with you guys. I miss you guys.
Yeah, y'all want to just
Aw,
end this
life's
and
too
go play
busy.
session?
I'm down to
We
skate.
could do that.
Let's do it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Go to the Patreon, patreon.com/finish the story. I've been uploading episodes, so we got like 4 or 5 episodes up there.
Damn, should we
so-
put our registries up on the screen?
Yeah, we're gonna put our registries down
Yeah.
in the comments.
Buy us diapers, dude.
Yeah, so
There's no way Keegan's going to remember to do that.
No, I will.
I'll
I
text
will.
him and remind him.
Yeah, I was about to say. I said it. We'll do it.
Well, thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, thanks for
Fucking
coming
awesome.
on, man. Thanks for it.
Yeah.
Later.
Later.